What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, a lot of things happened for the last couple of days. We actually had some leaks, and we've been politely asked not to do any speculation on them because they cannot confirm or deny any of the things. But they actually shared some information with us. A tiny bit of information. Basically, they've posted it on their socials, in their Discord. And I'm here to basically make you aware. Save energy, save gems, save shards, save anything that you can carry, okay? Save everything. Actually, in fact, only log into the game, do the dailies, and log out. Do not waste your resources, because I have a feeling that we're going to need a lot of things to get us through the next few months and events. Expect to have a guaranteed legendary, if not multiple. Expect to have whale type of tournaments, similar to the one that gives us the 6-star amount to soul right here. Expect to have all of this, okay? Most likely, we're going to have as well a champion chase tournament that will reward us with a legendary, with a relic, with something crazy, because we have a bunch of things coming to the game. And for the very first time, we're actually going to have a brand new gear set from the event dungeon, okay? Which, for my surprise, is coming on pretty quick. I was not expecting the event to be back as soon, but it seems like it will. So let me just quickly show you what I have. I have this, nothing else, okay? So, talking about the leaks, you guys probably saw them all over socials, Discords, Reddit, etc. I can't do any speculation on them. It is what it is. We're gonna have to wait a couple of more days. But I will say one thing. Chat GPT, you are freaking OP. Okay? Event lineup. 21st of August to the 13th of November. This is a very long event, guys, okay? That's what I said. You're gonna need all of the freaking resources you can carry for the next few months. We have 6 new legendary champions. 6. Not 4, not 5, but 6 this time around. I think is the highest number we ever got in any of the events. So we had the event with, what is it called? The Monster Hunter collab. We had 4 of them, right? If I remember it correctly. We had Asgardians, 4 of them. We had a Chaos Awakes, 5 with the Mythical. This time around, we are getting 6. So the FOMO will be higher than ever, because most likely, whatever characters this might be, they will probably be limited as all of them in the past. Unlike the Chaos Awakes and the Asgardians, this most likely, it might be an IP collab, right? Because there's a big secret around it. And because of that, I think the characters will be exclusive to the event. Once the event is done, that's it. You cannot get them again. So that will create a lot of FOMO. Now, of course, as soon as I know anything about it, I will share it with you. As soon as I know what the fusion will be, I will let you guys know. Is it gonna be a good champion? Is it not? I have no freaking idea. I would love to know it, but we are not getting the info. The so-called paid influencers that are doing daily content on Raid are getting the info well before the rest of us. So we're gonna have to basically wait till tomorrow, till the day after. What's today? Today is Tuesday. Most likely, if not tomorrow, Thursday 100%, because that's when the fusion starts. So there's nothing they can hide anymore. But we're gonna have a daily login champion chase. I do like these events because you're getting some rewards, some gear, and you are getting a 5-star soul for the character, assuming that they are not changing their method, right? And I think that's actually really, really good, especially if the champion is a badass one. Now, in the past, we've got average champions, but we've got some really, really powerful champions. And we've got, for example, Rhonda. Everybody told me, Skratch, how can you forget about freaking Rhonda? What is wrong with you? Well, it just happened. I forgot about Rhonda. But she's a pretty good one, right? Yes, she fell out of the meta quite a bit, but she's still a very good champion. And when they released her, she was top tier. And getting the 5-star soul is game-changing, even if the champion is not that great, because, hey, you can just chuck in a 5-star brimstone and maybe get some use out of the champion. We've got a Monkey King. The Monkey King was absolutely freaking insane, and even today, he's still insane, right? But some of these champions did not came with a 5-star soul, because they did not have that type of an event before. I think the very first one that started giving the soul was the Aidleen Chase, if I remember it correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. But that's when they started making a second part to it that gives you the soul too. And I think it's great. You know, like, we can complain about Plarium as much as we want. They are doing good things sometimes as well, right? And this is definitely one of them, as I've mentioned in tons of different videos. But that is definitely a good thing. Then, event dungeon with a new chronophage gear set. 100%, if not 1000%, that is going to be a 9-piece set that will power creep the other gear sets that we have in the game. Why do you say that, Skratch? Well, if it won't do it, nobody will farm it. If it's not a strong set, people, whales, krakens, and all of my fellow brothers and sisters that love to gamble like me won't farm it because, well, what's the point of farming a slip set, right? If it's not a good set, people won't farm it. So most likely it's going to be a very, very powerful set. Pinpoint was crazy good. It completely changed the meta in terms of PvP. Even for PvE, having those two accessories, a ring and an amulet or a banner, getting the accuracy and the extra speed on your characters is huge, right? So another reason to start piling up your energy. Usually what's happening when we have a new event dungeon, all of the freaking energy packs get absolutely disgusting. And I mean it, okay? I'm talking about packs that instead of giving you this, even though this is an absolute, utterly trash deal, you're gonna make it, you're gonna get a worse deal than this during the event dungeon, because that's what they do. They create demand, and then they sell you the stuff for like crazy prices, okay? So keep that in mind. Be a bit more careful with how you're spending your limited energy. Or if you're a Kraken, you might want to pile up on all of the trashy packs that we currently have at the moment. So I'm expecting that gear set to be very powerful. We have 8 new event relics. 8. Those are a lot of freaking relics. Expect 2 mythical, 2 legendaries, 2 epics, 2 rares. Are we gonna have another Crown of the Corruption situation? I surely hope not, because, you know, I do understand that rebalancing things in a game is natural. Every single game does it. I have no problems with rebalancing. My problem is when you're trying to sell me something as the first place price, and then as soon as that event is done, you nerf it. That's my problem, okay? No, do it before. Let the people know before. You know what, guys? Oopsie, we released something too strong. We're gonna have to nerf it, but you guy, you idiot that is trying to get to the first place, wake up and know that we're gonna nerf it, okay? I think that's just being transparent. I feel like when you release something very broken in the game, you are going to know that it's very broken from the very first moment. Regardless if people get to use it or not, most people said that that's broken, right? Before anyone actually got it. And a lot of people spent a lot of resources to go in events, tournaments, to collect all of the materials and gamble to try and get one of those relics. Heck, I almost gave up a guaranteed legendary for 100 mythical materials. The good thing is that they made my decision easy. They literally released the news that that's being nerfed right before I decided what I'm gonna do. And that made my decision much easier. And if I was that crazy, considering that I really like the legendary, just imagine how many people burned so many resources to get the materials, to get that relic, and now is not a relic that is in equal power with other mythical relics. A lot of you might say that it is, but I strongly disagree, because from my point of view, making a super strong relic as weak sauce as this one is at the moment I don't think is the right approach. And weak sauce. Let's get it straight. I'm not saying it's the worst relic in the game. But when you bring an effect like this, wearer deals 5% more damage and receives 5% less damage when above 50% HP. When below 50% HP, the wearer deals less damage. We don't need that last part in here. Just leave the first part. Remove this when below 50%, and that will put it in line with the other mythical relics. As it is literally a handicap on your team that just gives you 24 speed, okay? So I do not see it better than a Cat's Gaze just because of the speed on my damage dealers. Basically, handicapping my character to deal less damage is a step too much. Before, yes, it made sense because the relic was very strong. And it makes sense to punish you and lose some of the stats. But as it is right now, this second part should not be on the relic. That's my take on it. But I digress. Let's actually go back to the image. 8 new event relics, fragment summoning event. Now we already know that that is coming. I mean, most likely is that event because, hey, we have this fusion warm-up event, which seems like I've missed for 2 days now. My God. I think I haven't done it Sunday. I haven't done it yesterday. Goodbye, free ancient shard for Skratch, because Skratch is on another planet. But that's fine. I think it might be related to this. It makes sense because the fusion is still a secret. Usually they announce the fusion. At least they let us know about a fusion the week before. Then we have various other tournaments, events, and activities. Now that's where all of the juicy things come in play. All of you filthy degenerate whales and krakens, load up your freaking wallets. Sorry, I was gonna say weapons, and get ready for the fight of the century, because most likely you are going to encounter events and tournaments, most likely tournaments, because that's where you filthy degenerates compete. And I'm talking about champion chase tournaments. I'm talking about, heck, maybe even a soul chase tournament. I'm talking about champion training tournaments that could potentially give us relics, souls, champions as guaranteed. Hero pair events, Deck of Fates, Titan events. This is a 3-month-long event. Is it? August, September, October, November. So almost 4, depending on the dates, right? 3 to 4 months long. So, heck, we're gonna need a lot of freaking resources if we try to basically overcome the FOMO and get the champions. Now, you don't have to get every single champion, whatever those champions might be, because maybe some of them are trash. Like, if they're doing another thing that... another similar thing that they've done in the past, just look at the Monster Hunter collaboration event. Actually, that champion is so useless that I cannot even remember his faction. Is he a Dark Elf? Yes, he is. Fatalist Shitmaster, okay? So, in a way, it makes sense for them not to release super OP champions that are hard to get, because you'll never be able to get them again if it's an IP collab. But I would not summon for a champion like this. We had him as a guaranteed. I can't remember if it was a Deck of Fate or something. I did not go for it. I have zero regrets. I do not care how good the champion looks or that he's part of whatever whatever freaking IP or anything like that. I'm not a simp, okay? But that's just me. It's just my personality. I don't tend to basically be like, oh my god, that's part of this, that's part of that, I love that. You know, it's just not me as a person. But a lot of people are like that, and that's where the FOMO comes in play. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to go for every champion, regardless of what they might do. You can aim to try and get the best ones, because at the end of the day, even though this is a collectible game, a hero collector game, you want to get the characters that are good. Like, I don't care that I have all of these freaking amazing champions in my vault that might be looking super badass. They're super cool, they're amazing design, and this is freaking Pikachu. Okay, I don't care because the champion is not good. So it's just gonna sit in my vault and I'm not gonna do anything with it. Okay, and that will be the case for a lot of people. But I know a lot of you guys are Pokemon collectors and you wanna get all of the freaking Pikachus that are out there in the world. And that is kind of like a Kraken thingy, right? They afford to do it. But for the rest of the people, don't get into FOMO. Even though you're seeing videos from us like, guys, we have this is good, this is bad, whatever, you should still pick your characters good, like based on rational decisions rather than, oh my god, that looks good, I like the name, that's the one that I want, you know, like look for the characters that are good. Try to aim to get those ones from events if they are doing events for all. If not, so be it. You know what, the world is still gonna go on, and you're still gonna live as happy as you are today. But either way, guys, that was all for this video. I wish I could share some more information with you, but I know as much as you guys do based on whatever leaks were around the other day. Much love, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.